first times we had a one-on-one interview, I asked you who you had your first jersey of, NFL jersey, and it was Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So what's it like knowing that this is your first time playing against him professionally?
Super excited. I was just telling my coach Chad earlier about I don't know how I was gonna react when I see him for the first time. But I'm super excited just to be able to go up against him. Actually have this chance to play football against him, so it'll be great.
Did you ever imagine that you'd be in this position?
Nah, definitely not. Nah.
What stands out about the Jets' defense? What do they do well?
They got two pretty good corners. They got a great front four, four good D linemen. Defensive tackles are really good. They're just just a good defense in general.
What's your approach when you go against like a highly rated, a top-tier cornerback? I mean, take us through your week of preparation when you go in to face a guy, just Sauce, for example, right?
I prepare the same, whether I'm going against number one corner in the league or whether it's last rated corner in the league. I feel like they have to prepare for me, and I try to keep that mindset and just prepare myself the same way I prepare myself each and every week. I prepare myself to go out there and be the best, and that's what I want to do. Yeah.
From what you've seen on film, maybe what sort of stands out about Sauce and how he's been able to do what he's done over the last few years?
He's really long. He plays hard. Plays with great speed. He does a lot of great things, and just him, his motor, that's what really stands out to me, the motor.
How much do you want the rookie receiving record, yardage-wise and catch-wise? Is it something that you really want to set, or is it just something that happens for you during the season?
No, definitely. I really want to set it. I really want to get that. That's a big thing for me. Now that I came up at that point, so I really want to do that and achieve that goal for myself.
And then what's the goal after that? 1,000?
Just to get as much as I can, whether it's 1,000, 1,200, 1,100, just the most as I can. Yeah.
Brian, obviously no game is bigger than others, or no matchup is bigger than others, but you look at some of these kind of, you're going up against some of the premier talent. These kind of look at like benchmark kind of games as a competitor?
Wait, what did you say?
When you go up against some of this premier talent, we've been talking about the corners, do you look at these as kind of benchmark kind of games for you as a competitor?
I treat every game the same. I try to approach each game the same way. I just try to go out there and put my best foot forward and be the best that I can be, whether it's top corner or, like I said, the worst rated corner or however that goes. Yeah.
Do you hear all of the outside commentary about get Brian Thomas Jr. the ball?
I mean, everybody hears it or whatever, but I try not to focus on it. I just go out there and play the game the way I'm supposed to play and do what I'm supposed to do and be ready whenever the ball comes to me.
Mac was talking today about how you want it.
Yeah.
And you tell him you want it, and he likes that you want it.
Yeah.
Where does it come from?
I mean, just me being out there playing, I feel like I'm always open, so I'm always want the ball. So that's
Jamar Chase had the ball thrown at him 18 times on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
And Zach Taylor, his brother, said you can't get it to him enough.
Yeah.
Just keep throwing at him. Would you like 18 targets?
I would love, I would love that. But I mean, I play the game the way it's supposed to be played. And I mean, if 18 targets came my way, I would love that. But I mean, if they don't, I'm gonna go out there and make the most of the targets that I do get. Yeah.
Looking at what we saw between you and Mac on Sunday, and obviously you guys practicing together on the practice field, do you feel like you guys are kind of gelling together a little bit more?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we grow each and every day, each and every week. I feel like we get better and better. Just him knowing me and me getting to know him a lot better. I feel like we're getting better each and every week, for sure.
Thanks, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Aaron Rodgers, you faced him, twice in Atlanta? Is that right? What is it?
Yeah.
Twice, you faced
Thank
him
you.
twice. Do the research.
Yep.
What is it about him? What stands out? Year 20 in the league for him.
Obviously, just knows a lot of football, so he's able to diagnose defenses and understand where his hot throws are. Gets the ball out of his hands quickly when he knows where he wants to go. Obviously, he has that game within the game with the substitutions and the hurry up and everything. Definitely tries to control the pace on his own. And then, just being able to make all the throws off his back foot and stuff at this age is really cool to see. But, we have to be able to accept that challenge, be on our matches right away, and then if the down does get prolonged, be able to stay on our matches.
Bunch of fourth down stops last week. Take us through that mentality on defense when all of a sudden, hey, they're out there, we're in the red zone, they're going for it. What do you guys talk about in the huddle, or is it just,
Yeah.
hey, we just got to go make a play here?
I kind of felt it was going to be a 4-down territory game, just the way that the game was going, and then knowing they probably just wanted to get, you know, all the points out of their drive. But, you know, when they go for it on 4th down there, it's like an opportunity to take all the points off the board. Instead of just 3, let's take all the points off the board. So you get it to, what, 4th and 2, 4th and 3, and goal. Like, it's a lot of space. They're probably going to run some pick flat type things. You know, Cisco was backside on that one throwback, and then Savage was over there in the corner. Like, we were ready for a lot of things that we always practice in practice. So kind of just alerting different plays that they might run, and then when you do see them, making the play on them.
Throughout the season, there's been rotations, a lot of different position groups, right? But on the back end, a new starting lineup last week. So guys coming and going. How much, by this time of year, you guys probably have that down though, right? The rotations on defense. How challenging has that been this year?
It's, you know, you just want to do out there what's best for the team, keeping guys fresh or whatever the coach sees in a matchup or whatever. Whenever your number's called, being able to play, and then, you know, whatever you see, being able to come back to the bench and describe it so the next guy in can come in and make the same play that you might have made or that it's supposed to be made when it comes back up. So it's been good communication-wise, and then everybody's growing. I think that's definitely important. Especially this part of the year, just keep growing and being able to play together, making the right calls within the calls. I think everybody on the same page is always going to be the best part going in this later of the year, seeing a lot more cohesiveness than the beginning of the year.
Speaking of, go ahead.
Speaking of calls, I know Josh said post-game he felt like there was a concerted effort to get the call in early, that you were trying to get the call to everybody as quickly as possible. Was that a conversation during the week? Was that something that was a point of emphasis?
Yeah, definitely just been a point of emphasis. You know, a lot of teams going in after a first down conversion, try to just get lined up, make sure they keep you in whatever personnel you're in. So it's getting a call and be able to play, you know, whatever formation they line up in is the name of the game when they do that. And then just making sure that we can get our calls within the calls. I think that's always been important, so that, you know, on defense we have one call. A lot of things happen within that play, making sure that the backside understands what the front side is doing, because everything ties into each other. So like I said earlier, growing and playing cohesive football is definitely cool to see where we're doing a better job at that.
Where would you evaluate the communication last week
It was
compared?
the best.
Yeah, the best.
The best for the year, and there's still a lot of room to grow.
So speaking of last week, does the win against the Titans spark anything at all during practice this week in preparation for the Jets?
Keep preparing to win a game. Spark, we're motivated every week to win a game. Obviously, it's good to see all your hard work, you know, come up on a winning column, but just use that as motivation to keep working in order to get more wins out of the year. Obviously, you know, the year is what it is, but let's try to make the best of what we have left.
Does it feel lighter at all, you know, as far as, no, just
What do you mean, like, oh, like happier?
Yeah, do you guys,
Oh,
you
I
know,
mean, yeah, we're happy to win for sure. We want more wins. So I might be the wrong person to ask about happier and lighter and stuff. I'm not you know, I'm trying to win every game. So definitely good energy though, good positivity. Let's continue to stack it and get back on the horse to, you know, get another win. Yeah.
Thank you.
What's the chess match like for your defense? Obviously going up against a guy that's seen a lot of football and it's probably seen everything that you could possibly throw at him.
It's really focusing on ourselves because, you know, if you're in the wrong spot, I feel like that's what he exploits, and he knows what looks to expect, especially you put up so much film out this part of the year. So just owning our calls, I think, is always going to be important against a very witty quarterback, and then being in the right place and tackling. I think tackling, keeping, you know, to second and long, third and long on check downs, but I know he knows when to throw that check down. And then you can, you know, take advantage of the pass rush if we got something dialed up, get them off the spot. I think that's the way to win the game.
Is there like a sort of like a balance you have to find between pressure and patience, knowing obviously if he can kind of get loose, he can kind of hurt you downfield? In terms of just stretching the play.
I'm one more time. I'm sorry.
Like, is there like a balance between, you know, obviously pressure and kind of being patient, knowing that if you know he gets off his spot, he can send the plays and things like that?
Yeah, it's big plaster. I mean, earlier in the career, that's where he hurt a lot of people. He's a lot more mobile than you want him to be, but he still has all that arm talent and stuff. So you come out of a coverage a little too quick, he's going to be able to hit something down the field. And I'm sure they have all their little scramble rules where they can actually turn it up and go because he has all that arm talent. So a lot of times letting the rushers rush, and then you do your job on the coverage. If you can pull up the late or something, your coverage is blocking, then you can go to it, but make sure, because they got a lot of screens on second and long too. So really just doing your part of the play and then letting your rushers rush.
Obviously, right. But like, just that he's been in the league for so long, in that regard, just sharing the field again with a guy like Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely one of the best to ever play, talent-wise for sure. Everybody likes to debate that kind of stuff, but in my eyes, he's definitely one of the most talented quarterbacks to step foot in this league. So definitely appreciate games like that against great players in this league, and to be able to share the field with great players like that is pretty cool as well.
What stands out about the Jets secondary to you?
I mean, honestly, their whole defense just plays really well together. They play violent, they run to the football, they're physical, and they're athletic. In the back end, I mean, they're athletic all over the field, honestly. They cause problems everywhere, so we're gonna have to come prepared to be physical, to be explosive, and to have great finish all game to be successful against them.
Yeah, I mean, what difference, if any, have you noticed in Mac, just the way he's kind of carried himself the last couple of games?
Just kind of letting it loose. I think, we had a rough couple games as an offense, and that can kill confidence. That can create doubt. But Mac has persevered. We all have persevered, and I think we really just stick together in that and continue to push each other forward. I think Mac has been a great example of finishing. Obviously, there might be times where you don't want to start the way you want to start, but it's how you finish. And I think ever since Trevor's been down, him coming back up, he's been able to play with more confidence. Understand that there's going to be some missed shots, but stay in the game and we'll get going. And he's shown that. He's shown proof of that for sure.
You hitting Aziz turned out to be a good thing, right? For the North Florida school here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I wonder where I was going with that. Sorry.
For sure. Yeah. I was like, shoot. Honestly, definitely ready to move past all that, everything that happened. But definitely a great cause, benefited for sure. Got a lot of tweets and a lot of mentions on social media about fans and people donating to the school. And honestly, they're donating for what happened on the field. But if they really, I probably assume they went and did their research and saw what they were investing in and helping out. It's a great cause. It's a great place. They do great things every single day, and any help is well appreciated. So definitely very blessed and grateful for whatever did take place led to something really good for sure.
Should have been wearing number 99 though, right? That would have helped a little more, right?
For sure, heck yeah. Nah, it was cool. A lot of 17 donations. Definitely shout out to all the people who did donate. Like I said, it's going to a really good cause.
What about the throwback uniforms? Worn once this year, right?
Yeah, no, it's those are beautiful, honestly. Been having this one circled for a while to get back in those, and we won last time we were in them too. So hopefully we'll keep that going.
Thanks, Ed.